of course, are so ready for it. As we can see, the champions standing right behind us. Believe us, guys. They're actually there. Kangas, Omo, do you guys believe us? We're scared right now. The Camille looks really threatening.
Look, I'm just happy that we didn't have to be next to the Kazakhs. The Kazakhs is terrifying looking.
That
one's definitely the scariest.
The entire time.
Yeah.
Just don't let me near the Kazakhs, and the rest of them, are okay.
Yeah, the Zigs look kind of cute.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
like
not
smoke
the
around.
Singed either. The Singed is very scary.
Yeah, Singe is just kind of like a dude, though, right?
You know, but he's a psycho. He's a crazy dude. Mad scientist and everything.
Fair enough.
Oh, but Ziggs is too.
Yeah. And Ziggs has explosives. What's scarier, explosives or poison?
Poison.
Yeah, that is
poison.
Yeah. As I asked it, I was answering it myself in my head. But we're into game number 2. The draft is completed. Omo, I gotta ask your opinions.
Yeah.
How you feeling about the adaptations from Flash Wolves?
I like it. I like it a little more. Well, I was gonna say I can't decide if I like it a little better or a lot better.
Ooh.
But there are some things I want to touch on.
It's better.
It is definitely better. And that's saying something because their draft last game wasn't bad at all. It was a decent draft. My concern with it was just the tools to carry. The tools to initiate were kind of in the wrong hands. Ysera was the carry. Baizia as the sub was the initiator. This time around, things look a little bit better.
Game 2 loaded onto the Rift for Flash Wolves versus FPX. We got our first look from the #1 WRL team, and now we get game number 2. And like you were saying, as Ysera and Baya try and get the push in the mid lane right now.
Wow.
Baya is the sub coming in for Flash Wolves. Bruce, the normal mid laner here, now gets to be the carry.
Yeah, I want to touch very quickly on what Yezi just did. It might look like nothing much, but he just spaced the two of them, 2v1, and he chunked Baya out and forced him to go home. Just solid mechanics all around.
Ooh, early exhaust used. So traded back. They're trying to out-trade Bruce, and they are out-trading Bruce right now.
And it's really good as well because you're forcing spells away from Bruce. Well, I say that, but it's really just his rune that proc as well as the exhaust from Eason. Bruce still does have the barrier. That's going to be nice. But exhaust being down from Xiaoma could actually end up being dangerous because now the Lucian has the initiative to just dive in on your face knowing you have no exhaust.
And there's the potential, always with Nami Lucian, to just burst you down immediately.
Sick.
Xiaoma, yeah, there we go. That's that damage.
And I just want to let it be known that Kangas basically had this entire draft predicted as well. Right? We said that Bruce needed to be the aggressor this time around, and Flash Wolves hurt us.
I've just seen too many Lucian Namis in North America, man. I knew it was coming eventually. Baya getting ganked by 7-11. But the thing about the Lucian Nami, you really want to get kills in lane. You really want to push your lead because they're such a strong combo. The thing about it is Ziggs, you can play relatively safe. You can farm from far away, and then Lei is opened up to roam a little bit more.
And that's kind of what we talked about, right? Lei just wants to roam. Ziggs is going to be able to wave clear just by himself pretty much the whole game. My concern, I think he's fine.
Doesn't play Sun over the wall. Bruce actually, relentless pursuits over the wall. They're all just trying to cover Cookie to steal the blue buff, but now Bruce flashes to safety. Big satchel from Selma as Isan barely lives through that FPX. They almost just got some kills.
This whole series of events is happening because Baya is held down in the mid lane. He cannot move, he cannot rotate, and that just gives Yezi the space to translate his lead from the mid lane over to helping out his bot lane, making it difficult for Flash Wolves, forcing the bot lane's base here.
And now the exhausts are back up, but Bruce doesn't have flash, so now it's actually the Lucian that could be in some danger here. If Lane lands a big hook, you might be in trouble.
Yeah, and my concern about the Lucian Nami is not about the dive, it's not about the Wukong. Oh, I think he went home. Oh, that's just
that
sad
was so
timing.
close.
Yeah. My concern isn't about the Wukong dive, it isn't about the Kazakh's assassination potential. It's that the Lucian Nami just get outranged here. We talk about the double poke potential last game from FPX, they didn't go for it, but this time around, cocky Ziggs. You're basically never going to be playing on the same screen as the Lucian. It's going to be so difficult for him if he doesn't get a lead.
It's going to be difficult for a lot of these champions.
Yeah, that's true.
Sarah is kind of like the longest engaged range they have. We were talking about Baya actually goes for the Rocket Belt first item. Needs to find a way to get on top of FPX, who have a really strong comp to play from distance and kite back from your engage.
Yeah, so a lot of pressure is still going to be on Baya, but this time he has Ysera diving in with him.
This is what I'm talking about.
He's done this before.
Lays it in the Baron lane right now. Xiaoma just ults the wave. Ysera playing safe though.
Yeah, no Cyclone as well, so I doubt Ysera can die here. But that's just so annoying, isn't it? Golden Staff smack you in the face. Once he gets Sunderer, that's going to be a very annoying combo as well. But Camille well outscaled in this matchup.
And Lei was really committed to staying in that that brush.
Yeah, very patient.
FPX shoving the wave now. They have the turret damage. Are they gonna hard commit? I'm watching 7-11 actually goes for the scuttle instead, but they have a ward, so they see Isan, they see Baya. So FPX, yeah, they can just go mid now.
FPX are making Flash Wolves so scared, and Flash Wolves have to play so reactively. They can't catch his Baya with them.
Oh, okay, he pulls back Yezi, but again,
Yeah.
yeah, the Valkyrie. It's so easy to get away. And, oh,
Ysera, no!
misses the hook shot, throws it straight into the lane, and now under turret, Cyclone from Fido.
Oh, he's
Ignite.
alive?
Oh, Ysera barely lives.
Oh my god, and he had no business living there at Kangas, to be honest with you. He
No.
completely deserved to just get taken down. But unfortunately, barely not enough damage coming in from Fado and Lei, and Ysera will get out of there. Fado and Lei might have stacked their
I
ignites.
think so. I'm looking at the
right?
ignites right now, and they look about the same.
Yeah,
So
that's what
maybe a
happened.
slight communication error.
Yeah. I want to kill, no, I want to kill, I want to secure it, and that just ends up happening. If they staggered it a bit there, 100% Ysera would have dropped now. Dragon's up.
Dragon is up. I have a rule for that one. As a Baron laner, I always let my support ignite first.
Yeah,
Because
that's
then
the
I
way.
get the kill.
That's the secret. No, genuinely, that's the way to do it.
They're roaming, let them use the summoner spells for it.
Right.
Dragon is secured right now by FPX. They have the package.
good.
Via grounds flash
That's good.
with the knockback, but package
Oh.
used by Yezi, and now we can just trade the damage straight
Okay,
back.
I just remember what happened. I was pretty excited for a moment there. Then I remember Ysera
they're gonna
just
get to
used his out because he wasted his hook shot. So if he had out there, that would have been a kill onto Yezi. But unfortunately,
Yezi stopping the backs. He's stopping
you can't
Ysera
die
via.
this though. This is a bit interesting to me. It's a bit odd here. I don't think you can force a play.
Maybe if they get enough poke.
They're
Death
trying.
sentence
Definitely
misses.
trying.
Okay, yeah, without the death sentence, there's no way.
Yeah. I would have liked to see Xiaoma maybe try to hover down towards the bot side, go for the Inferno Bomb, since they're all huddled under the tower anyway. But I think he's afraid of running into Bruce, because if you get caught out by the Lucian with the Stormraiser, he is going to solo bolo you.
First items completed on most of the carries. Except for Baya, who did go for that Rocket Belt first early. But again, it's Yezi with this Hullbreaker Corki right back in the lane.
Hullbreaker Corki is going to let him play on the side lanes very well, kind of what we talked about earlier. And I do want to touch very quickly on the fact that Flash Wolves this time around, their comp lets them fight early game with the Singed, with the Lucian army. So that means they get initiative on which objective they want to trade on. They get the Rift Herald. It's in the hands of Bruce, which is a bit odd, but we've said it before. This is the Bruce team. I think he gets whatever he wants. FPX, that means they trade the Dragon in return.
I know it's odd because we were just talking about how much range FPX have and how difficult it is for Lucian. I do still like this idea of funnel Bruce. This is the mechanical carry on your team. This is the player that you can trust to actually step up in these high pressure moments.
And he has to as well. So much pressure gonna be on this Lucian, who's outranged by the Corki, outranged by the Six, gonna get died as well. He's dead.
Hextech ultimatum onto
Oh my
Yezi.
God, he's not dead.
Pops the stasis. He
Oh
gets
my
out
God.
with the Dark Passage. Herald will charge mid, but that is not a turret. FPX, they get their mid laner to safety.
And that's the counterplay to Hextag Ultimatum. One Zhonya's into the lantern, Lurry in the right place at the right time, as FPX is known to do. We are gonna get the bot lane tower though.
This is really big for Flash Wolves. We saw them in game number one, have an even early game. They actually got a couple trades in their favor when it came to the turrets, when it came to the objectives, and this is 2 games in a row now.
Yeah, honestly, Flash Wolves have been doing better than you could expect from them against a team like FPX. But FPX, once the team fighting starts, once they turn it on, it's just so difficult to play against. Decent trade in the top lane here, but that's just gonna be FPX backing away. 0711 still has the gold lead here. He's had this is something we didn't touch on last game. He was basically an item up on Cookie the entire game. And now he's still maintaining a gold lead. He's doing a fantastic job.
That's what the WRL teams are so good at.
Yeah.
It's like they don't need kills
Yeah.
to get a lead. They're just that efficient with their jungle pathing, with their lane assignments, with the objective focus. It doesn't matter if you outkill them. You need to out macro them.
Well, we say outkill, but in a WRL game, no kills on the bot just yet. FPX, they know that they're playing a scaling comp. They're content to just sit back and let that happen.
Baya now has an item completed. Also, 1,000 gold behind Yezi currently, who's just been farming up a storm and can just poke down the Singe.
This is something I heard on the WRL stream, and I thought it was
Yeah.
actually a really interesting fact. When you play Singe against a Hullbreaker champion, you already can't kill cannon creeps. Once they buy Hullbreaker, that cannon creep is just impossible for you to kill, and we just saw what happened to Bayer when he tried to take down the cannon creep there. That was so annoying.
Dive under the turret in the top lane. Cookie's coming in here for the counter engage. Doesn't actually commit to it though. Flash Wolves jungler not willing to go in, so that means no kills picked up.
Fado was just so tanky, man. The Wukong Stone Skin keeping him alive, keeping him safe there. Ultimates get traded, but now 10 seconds to the Rift Herald packages up. I feel like this might be FPX's timing to swing back at Flash Wolves.
They have a slight gold lead in their favor. They have lanes pushed in the Baron lane, and they get the turret now. 2 turrets to 1, they're already on the Herald.
They're gonna start this one off, and they do it so quick.
Watch Bio, watch Cookie. The main engage, the front line. Cookie goes in early. He
Cookie
just
gets
walks
it.
up and steals it.
Okay.
All right, I mean, that's one way to do it, Flash Wolves.
We 100% take those, and they get the mid lane turret without having to use the Herald as well. That means that's a tier 2 in the side lane that they are going to be able to take out with the Camille, with the Jax, and with the Rift Herald later on. Good stuff from Flash Wolves. No kills, but
big mistake.
Making it work.
Big mistake from FPX too.
Yeah.
Game number 1, we are saying off camera, maybe the closest we've had to a perfect game is the Coca-Cola pop-up.
That's the pop-up.
This is the pop-up. Woo!
But it genuinely is so big for Flash Wolves because they need to keep the pace up. They need to keep pressuring FPX because we've said it time and time again, they will get outscaled. Now Dragon Fight. Oh no!
Right, they pull back in. Yezi doesn't have the package anymore.
Where's your
Valkyrie
glue
is
trap?
down. Watch for Ysera. He isn't with the fight right now, but Flash Wolves are approaching. They push FPX off.
They can just run it down mid lane right now, drop the Herald, exactly like that. Now FPX have to respond. This should be dragging the Flash Wolves.
This is a really big swing. If the SEA second seed can land
Cyclone.
this is huge. This lands, so Ysera's already almost out of the fight. Isan's in trouble. They dive in, but FPX, again, their battle lines are just too strong.
Flash Wolves win this.
They get a kill. Fido actually goes down. Cookie with a massive stun onto the entire team. But FPX, they weather the storm. A double kill to 7-11. Make it even more. The triple comes through, and they're back on the dragon.
And they want Bruce as well. They're getting the dragon. They want to get the ace.
One snipe from Lay. That's all it takes. Oh, Bruce gets out with a relentless pursuit, but FPX, they already got their prize.
Man, Kangas, how good is this FPX roster? I genuinely thought there was a moment where Flash Wolves would have won the fight, but take a look at this replay. One moment of hesitation, one moment you're out of cohesion. Look at the Lantern. Lei walks up to Lantern. Yezi keeps him safe, and Yezi plus Xiaoma. The battle lines that you talked about, Kangas, are just too strong. They're too good at kiting. They work as a unit. 1 second you hesitate, and FPX will punish you.
And in that replay right there, we saw the weakness of the Lucian short range. Cookie goes back in, lands a stun on the 4, and Bruce, he doesn't know, do I go through the river and get in range of them to hit them, or do I try and get around the wall by the buff and shoot over? You don't have the range to shoot over.
Yeah.
Maybe they can capitalize on Cookie's engage there, but the short range from the Lucian means that Flash Wolves, they don't win the fight.
Yeah, and credit to Bruce, he still did his best there. 3,700 damage, out-damaging a Corki and a Ziggs. It's not something that's easy
And
to
now
do.
he's looking for even more. Oh,
man.
They almost got Yezi, but maybe Lay will be enough. Ysera's even here. That's
What?
infused, and they commit the Hextech
But
ultimatum.
why?
Killing spree for Bruce.
But it's just so unnecessary. You need to keep the picks going. You need to keep pressuring with every single pick you have because Flash Wolves need to make plays. They need to outscale. Committing the Hextech ultimatum there cost them so much tempo.
They committed 4 ultimates.
Yeah, well,
for 1 pick.
exactly. And on a support at that.
I mean, at least they get the kill. That's we need to funnel Bruce. That is the game plan from Flash Wolves.
And it's a very good game plan. We've seen what this guy can do. 3-0 right now on this Lucian. He's trying his best to make it work. And to his credit, highest gold in the game by a long shot right now. He's way ahead of the Corki. He's ahead of the Ziggs as well.
Now throws out the Colleen to try and clear the way, but Fado just tanks most of that. So that is another turret over the side of FPX. They even up the turrets across the rift. But Omo, we're right back to even game state. Yes, 2 dragons is the difference in FPX's favor, but we still have a game that could go either way.
It's much closer than last game, at least for now, but we know what FPX can do once you're forced to take a team fight against them at the Elder Dragon. Mid lane tier 2 is low. That's the consolation right now for Flash Wolves. It's easy to knock that turret down. They still have potential side lane win condition, but in a 5v5, FPX just looked too good.
Interesting to note, though, FPX don't have a lot of vision control around this Baron. So that means that Lay is actually sticking around the area, keeps throwing the lantern over the wall just for vision. They sweep out. Cookie, don't get hit. Okay.
So close.
If he had been hit by that, that would have been massive for FPX.
Really
It's one of
good
those game states where one misplay and you lose.
And that's exactly what it feels like right now. So tense from both of these teams. I love that. B coming out from Easton as well. He says, you want to try my mechanics? I'm quick on the uptick here.
Yeah, Easton passes the thumbs check. That's what we call those.
100% he does. One of the most mechanically skilled players here on the side of Flash Wolves together with Bruce.
And FPX now get them push in the mid wave. Now they have some vision down.
Yes.
Vaya, hard committing on delay right now. Again, it's the support who's locked down, knocked up, focus. And Flash Wolves throwing everything at Lei. They get another kill.
And I feel like it shouldn't be Lei that's face checking. He is the Lantern bot right now. That's his job in the team fights. Let Fado face check. He has the clone. He has the stone skin passive, and you can Lantern him out. This is the first time I think FPX have made a strategic mistake. As now Flash Wolves, it's a 1,000 gold lead.
Look at that gold graph.
But we'll take it. That's
a heart rate. That gold graph is the heart rate of. Well, actually, no. My heart rate's definitely higher highs and lower lows. That's heart rate of something right there. This FPX still in this game right now. Flash Wolves have the slightest lead.
The slightest lead might not be enough against two dragons and a better scaling team composition, but we talked about the split push potential now. Ysera and Cookie, both on 3 items. Camille can win you a game. Jax can win you a game. Let's see what they can do.
It's all about priority in these waves. Who can get the lane states so that you can actually walk at these objectives? The Elder's coming up soon. Fado goes in. The Cyclone is used. Lanterns to safety. Now where's the re-engage coming in? From Flash Wolves, Vaya goes in. Trying to stay alive as long as you can. Run out now.
No
the
reset.
Singe Poison's doing so much work here as Ysera re-engages. This is good for Flash Wolves, but FPX, they just hold on for so long. They get the first kill of the fight. Fado goes forward. Double kill to 7-11, and FPX just cannot lose these fights.
And Kangas, every single fight, we say that this could be good for Flash Wolves. This could be it for Flash Wolves. And it never is. FPX are so good at resetting the fight. They just disengage, reset the battle lines, and come back at you when they know they can win. After the Cocky pokes you out, after the Ziggs pokes you out, and they earn their reward here. 3 dragons and an Elder Cloud Drake likely to close out this game.
It looks like they just have extra health bars. Like,
really
I don't
do.
understand it.
Look at Lei yet again. They did what we said they should do. They used the Wukong to face check, reset the fight with the Lantern, and kite it out. Look at Xiaoma and look at Yezi. Look at how they position. They are never touched every time you try to go for them. The Zhonyas, the reset, the Lanterns, and they just outplay you every single fight.
And the way that they play, a crucial decision from FPX every fight. They never walk forward into the Singe. They always just draw a line and say, you're going to have to walk into us. We're not going that way because we know that we're going to be taking Singe damage the entire time. You have to engage, use your abilities, use your cooldowns, and then we'll punish you.
And when the Singe runs at them as well, they're so good at just picking him off. Target selection from FPX close to perfect. That's something we didn't quite touch on as well, because everything from them is close to perfect, if not perfect. The moment Bayer runs in, you see his health bar just disappear because FPX pull everyone back and shred him out.
And as we saw in that gold graph, Bruce not able to do enough damage. It's a lot of pressure.
It is.
It's almost an unfair amount of pressure. But when you're a player like Bruce, the team is looking to you to lead. The team is looking to you to carry all the kills for Flash Wolves. They get another chance at a fight.
But Kangas, he's been outskilled. He can't even walk up the last 2 team fights. He's tried his best. He frankly really has. Uh-oh.
7-11. Wait, Vaya. I think Vaya was just looking at the shot right there. He wasn't quite ready. Cookie picked off with the long-range Mega Inferno Bomb. And Vaya maybe burning down here, barely alive. Lei lands another flay with a death sentence.
way.
Flash Wolves dying under their tier 2. And FPX just pull a play out of their magic hat. The monsters came to fight. FPX doubters be silenced, haters be damned. FPX dismantle the 2nd seed from SCA and pick up their first win of Icons.
And what a way to win it too. 0711 says, I've had enough of this game. I'm gonna go in 1v2, close this one out. You guys said Long might be the best jungler here. Let me remind you that FPX are the champions for a reason. And I want to remind you as well, this Kha'Zix pickup, I don't think he died a single time in 2 games.
I will have to check the tape, but that wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
This level of play from FPX,
Insane.
when they decide to flip that switch, when they find that one play, the game's over. Like,
Yeah.
Yes, Flash Wolves had one extra opportunity to reset.
Yeah.
But by that point, FPX already knew exactly what they wanted to do. Pick up stragglers. Just force the fight. Force the engage. For once, we're not going to draw the battle lines. We're going to